Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Depends on what you're to. Basically, this gamer still once again basically come back with another video of Minecraft. Of course, I will basically starting off in my cabin once again. Just having a look around what's actually new to the world. Well, as the title suggests, can your SNP do this? What it is just everything in between. Like I said, when it comes to farming, getting every single thing in the game, and I mean every single thing in the game, we've been working on a lot of stuff, and I mean a lot of stuff. We've got mob spawners, we've got everything. Like, I mean, I never seen many SMPs actually pull this off. I mean, yes, I've seen SMPs. I've been playing them for years. I love SMPs. Like I said, I don't do the PvP thing just because of the fact that it's a fair game server. Anyone is welcome, of course, and be able to actually join people itself. Today we're going to be maybe searching for allies later on today. We're just waiting for a bunch of people to come on. And if you do join, like I said, you'll be able to get those trophies and stuff too. Like, I mean, we're still working on the multicolor. It's the only thing that we don't have right now. And the rail, which is called honor rail. We're still basically working on that. But that's the only two things we do not have. But I will give you a tour of my world itself. And it's pretty massive. Well, the very first thing you will see is my mine shaft, of course. That will actually house quite a few things. And I'll show you exactly what that houses. Give me a second here. Basically, you come down, you got your enchantment table. You've also got a fishing room, just in case. Like, I mean, I don't have no chests and stuff that in there yet. And there's supposed to be another room later on for added for my trees and stuff, but I never got around to that just because we're basically doing this major update. This is one of many. We've got like 3 of these guys. We can mass trade, and I mean we mass trade every single book in the game, every single thing. Now I'm gonna basically get some golems here because I need some iron massively. And of course we've got the golem farm. We've got every single thing, and I mean it's crazy, like the way we've got this set up. And it took us a while actually. We've been playing this game on this server almost 2 months. And it's not the only one we have. We've got like 3Ds set up. We've constantly got trading on the go. We've constantly got villagers. We've got everything. And like I said, it's just one of these big, huge, massive things that we're working on. This is why, like I said, if you play on my server, like I said, when it comes to it, I don't allow no BS. I don't allow other things happen because of the fact we want to be able to build things like that. Now, that's just number one. Well, this is almost the most decorated one. This one has, like I said, the auto lights, of course, the redstone lights. Like I said, unless you know how to use redstone and everything else without you usually using redstone indirectly, then redstone is prohibited. But redstone is always fun to play with to a point. But remember, there's no redstone in this world. So we've got an egg farm. We've got loads of eggs. And I mean loads of eggs. We got a full chest full of it here. We've also got, that's number one. This is the second village. This is the second setup. We got 3 villages, roughly maxed out of everything. Except, like I said, honor rail, which we don't have enough iron right now. We're slowly getting there. We just got to be able to get more gold, trade with piglins, and get everything going. Get stuff from the nether, which is very easy to do. Now, the thing is, this is what it calls teamwork. And teamwork is a big, huge thing. Now, when it comes to like trying to get things together and making stuff work, well, what's up, man? How are you doing, Hope? How are you doing this morning, dude? Like, I mean, this is an early server from early start for me. Trying to get things going, of course. It's been a while since I streamed. I feel kind of bad that I've been leaving you guys out so much, but I've been busy with real life things and stuff like that, so I'm getting around to it. But anyway, this was the very first one. Well, you could follow basically by well, I do have a YouTube channel. You can follow here as well, basically by hitting the follow button. And you're more than welcome to join the world as well. Like, I mean, we are a very active server. We've been active for a while now. Basically, this is number two. This is number two trading post, which is a little bit smaller. And we have also a third one, which is not completed yet. We're slowly getting there with everything else. And the third one is even bigger again. Like, I mean, this is what we do. Well, there is stir gear to a point. Like, I mean, when people jump into the world. Now, I do basically supply somewhat items, but every time I do that, people grief and everything with it. It's kind of like, should I be giving out items at the beginning? Like, I mean, this is what we do. We work together. Now, like I said, this is why we've got so much. We are there. Yeah, this is different. We literally put time and effort into this world. This is someone else's base, of course. I won't go in there. I'm just showing you the stuff that's accessible to all. The base itself, of course, it looks like a treehouse. Well, think of it this way: if you're doing the game correctly, you should be doing iron and stuff like that. But see, the problem is, we're all maxed out on this side. Pretty much, we've got like 3 players that's almost ready to do the Ender Dragon. We're basically got everything going, and the only thing is, this is why. Like I said, we don't want to anybody over here because we got so much done. I don't mind showing off in a video, but if you need a hand or anything, I've got an alt and I've got this main account. I can be there within a split second. Like, we have we got 2 mob spawners. We got a zombie, which is over here. It looks like an ugly structure, but what is inside of it is like your first EXP farm. Now, we do have 2 of these. Now, what does that entail? That means there's less people waiting to get EXP. We've got, this is number 2 that we've set up. Number 1, we got a skeleton farm. This is a zombie farm. Like I said, it don't have to be pretty as long as it's functional. And that's exactly what we're looking at and making that work. So I'll show you exactly what we got to set up for this location. And you'll see exactly what we have done. Now, the thing is, if we have people grief and stuff like that, we will not have anything like this set up because of the fact that, yes, it's kind of like a tight server to a point, but this is our first one. Of course, we're on Peaceful right now. I'm just showing you basically our locations of different things. Basically, we do allow players to come over here, but you have to play for a while. We just don't let people just come in randomly just because we get that much work done. We've got almost end game. Well, basically, we are ready for end game. We've got everything that you'll ever need. This is like playing creative at this point. So it's like anything that you want and trade, it's there. And that is a good thing because a lot of people, when it comes to like get SMPs, don't know how to set up SMPs, or just basically start killing each other and whatnot and just get bored with the game very quickly. They will not get to this point. And I will tell you this. So I've got a people that's from 9 years old right on to 65 years old that plays in this server, yes, 65. But the only thing is, it's more to do with that. Well, basically, the SMP itself, like I said, if you hit the follow, you can join me at Teal Unicycle 753. You'll be able to add me on here for cross-platform if you're on there, or Techno 1234567 8 on PS4, PS5. So I'm going to show you something. This is our biggest firm yet. This is our biggest trading. This is done between me and the youngest player we have here as 9 years old. He's slowly building up. He's still getting the jobs and everything else done. So we're basically working on that. So, if a 9-year-old can do it, a 6-year-old can do it, why cannot you? This is what I'm getting at. So if you want to be able to join my masquerade, you can actually be more than happy. PS4 is this itself. This is on PS4. And give me a second here. And this is me across platform. I'm on every single platform. I'm there basically playing with you so I can actually help you out to teach you a few things. I will travel across map, go at the beginner zone. I will do everything I can possibly do just to help you out. This is what I do. This is what basically my channel is about, to train people to do professional gaming and professional SMPs, so people are not struggling with their games, so they can get their trophies and stuff like that. Doesn't matter if you're on Xbox, PC, you're everywhere. And the thing is, whatever platform you're playing on, I'll be able to help you out as much as I can. And this is what, like I said, this is what this SMP will actually help you to do. So, like I said, if you've got your gamer tag available, I'll be able to add you as well through PlayStation, and I'll be able to add you to this. This is played on a PlayStation 5, so the thing is, I have almost no lag whatsoever, or very limited lag. There's no redstone unless you know how to use it, and not being wasteful. If you are wasteful, you will cause lag and possible server shutdown and or other problems. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what you play on, my friend. Like I said, when it comes to it, if you're on mobile device, okay, give me a second here. You gotta remember, there's no hacks, there's nothing else in here as well. So, if you hack the server, we had problems with hacks before. We had a lot of issues which you shouldn't have had. And it's just the stuff we done for about the last 2 weeks when we first started. It was unbelievable, and we do not want to be repeating the same process. This is another reason why we basically are very strict to having only a few rules, but if you can't follow them, then what's the point? Like I said, it's very simple. You mess up yourself, that's your own head, not mine. Okay. Give me a second. Let me add you, my friend. I'll be able to do it right quick. Dream. DREAM. 357. Okay, let me see if I can find you. Let me see if I can send the sexy. Here we go. Oh, you've got the Enderman. Gotcha. I think that's you. All right. There we go. You're at it as well. Not a problem. Just remember, there's no hacks, no cheats. If you are caught hacked in cheats, like I said, this game is monitored, by the way. by the many of devs, GMs, people that own this game. That's another thing too. So if you do anything, it looks really bad on you. It doesn't look bad on me, and that's another thing too. So it's what it is. Okay, where are you two, my man? Where are you two? You're right at the beginning. We're in Peaceful right now. I can actually travel to you, but I'll give you a location, my friend. I'll meet you at this location. I'm going to give you basically the location to our second base, our player base. The reason why we have got a second player base, just because if you watch the video at the very beginning, you see what we have done. Like I said, when it comes to construct and how we play, we can help so many people out getting their trophies and stuff like that. It's crazy. But like I said, you're not going to find too many SMPs like that because we focus on every single thing, every single aspect in the game. Like I said, we don't have one or two trophies right now. We are working on those. I'm farming golems right now. Iron has absolutely no value in the server as of such. Once the third librarian is done and getting more jobs to them, we'll have a third golem farm. Now, if you come this way, you will actually get removed. That is one of the rules here, and it's not a strict one. I will actually come to you. You don't come to me. So, like I said, I'll give you a location, which I just gave a Mexican here. And basically, it's 2050 and 3 minus 3,220. That'll give you your second base as your player base, which you can kindly set up. I can give you some pickaxes and stuff to first start you off. I've got no armor over there. I could easily bring over my main account, which is this one, which I do stream quite often with. And basically, we've got a massive kelp farm here. We've got many massive kelp farms. We don't have no worries about fuel. We've got no worries about anything. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, we could play this on hard mode. As you see, I'm already full netherite. We've got many players with full netherite. Basically, all we're doing right now is getting ready to get some allies, getting a few things that will actually work right for all players. Right now, as you see, I've got 12 cakes on me. What are they going to be doing for? I'm going to be basically farming allies, and I'm going to be basically put them at the base. So I'll be able to share off the information and share off those trophies too. So we have found 2 ancient cities so far, and we found a bunch of other stuff as well. So it's not hard to do. Now, like I said, when it comes to getting from point A to point B, it's not hard to do. Now, I'm going to come towards Mexican here. I'm going to come with my main account. And if he comes this way, we do not want players this way. I'll come to you, dude. I'll come to you. You just got to give me a second here. Seriously. If he's not listening, he will be removed. No. Right. Basically, respect the person that owns the server. Why? Right. If you play in this world, do not matter. Right, right. He's going to try to come this way. He's not listening. And if you don't listen, as I said before, I will remove, and I don't care if you're at. Okay, I'm going to go along and watch him disappear. Yeah, I'm gonna you're gonna watch yourself disappear. You're gonna watch it go, self go poof. You're not listening. Ignorance kills. Yep. And like I said, this is why we build up this way, so people do not come this way so they can get a hand across the board. We're there to help you out. But I do have multiple accounts, and I'll be able to travel. Get lots of work done here, and that's just it. Like I said, if you're not here to follow the rules itself, you don't belong here. I'm not strict or anything like that. It's just no. There's like one person decided to go along and I decided to try to not come across, but basically the very first rule, what did you do? The rules are always meant to be broken, right? Well, like I said, we've got dedicated players here that's on this side. We can actually make you a dedicated player too, but we don't want you over in this end. You come over in this end, like I said, you will be removed. That's a respect. Now, if you don't have the respect to the host, you don't have the respect to anything else, then no. That reminds me, I gotta get some more fish. I gotta be able to get my cats up. I just got to laugh at how people try to override what rules you have, and it's very simple. And like I said, if you can't follow them, that means when I go to play with you, you're not going to follow anything else. We have a player that's way across the other side of the map. He's doing himself. He's basically called Future, and he himself is doing his own thing. He's not depending on us at all because he knows how to play. He's not basically. I don't mind coming out over and help you guys out at the very beginning of the map. I don't mind helping doing other things. But if you're there just basically ignoring certain things, then you're not there for help. You're basically there to do something else. And that's exactly how it works. We do have similar stations set up like this at the second base. They're not as much built up, but the only thing is we are getting there. Like, I mean, the player base itself is getting overhaul within the next week or two, and that's exactly what we're doing right now currently. I'm just trying to get more cats so I'd be able to put them in a boat and travel them over. Like I said, this is how bad this is after becoming so far. We had griefers coming over, basically destroy the villagers and try to stop people from actually advancing. We had people going to the Nether, start destroying the Nether itself, and doing other things. This is why we actually moved over here. Now, like I said, they griefed many different ways of trying to stop the player. Never stopped us, mind me, but tried to stop the other player. But this is why we moved over here. We made a permanent base over here. Now, like I said, when it comes to not listening, and if you're not listening at the very beginning, you will end up basically, like, I mean, it's just what it is. It's nice, yeah, we get set up. But like I said, we can give you books. We can give you everything from here. So if you want anything, like I said, as you see, I'm holding 13 emeralds right now. I can make about 300-400 emeralds within less than a day with what we have set up. So emeralds and stuff like that, diamonds is not that hard to get itself. Will basically be there to support you as a gamer itself. Like I said, if you're basically ignoring a person that's playing or ignoring the fact or ignoring the host, that means you're not there to do anything good. Like, I mean, if I say stay with your 2, I'll come with your 2, and I'll be able to keep going with that. And I'll be able to do that way. But if you're there just to mess it around, that's a different story altogether. Like I said, it's not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent thing that you cannot come over here. Eventually, you might be able to get promoted. But if you're going to come in here, like if you followed some of my videos from back about a month ago, the first 2 weeks is freaking hectic because we had hackers coming in. We had, I mean, literally hackers coming in and spawning a bunch of BS on us. Yes, this is exactly the same server. We had devs come in here to basically try to resolve the issue and so on and so forth. And just to basically have people coming in here to check the hack clients and stuff that people were using and stuff like that. We're basically, we are still being monitored itself. And basically, this is something, even though I would not like to see anything happen to anybody else, I like to see people playing fairly. Now, we do have people across the board that we do work together with. Now, like, I mean, this is why this SMP is absolutely different. Why? Because basically it's a no BS server that we love to run together to help you get your trophies and stuff like that. We love to be able to, breed cows and get all of some resources. We are very, like I said, very, very close to have everything going tick, tick, tick. And the thing is, once we get that tick going, we've got resources, we've got everything. Yes. Like, I mean, people think, hey, man, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go along and that. No. Sorry. Like, I mean, the people here, we have got, like I said, we've got up to 9, right under 65 that plays on here. On this side, we don't have an issue. If, like I told you, if a 9-year-old can play on here having no issues, there should not be any other issues anywhere else. And that's just the thing. He's after learning how to build things. He's after learning how to do things in the game that you wouldn't be able to even fathom to do. Like, I mean, you see our setup. And like I said, our setup is solid with the people that we do play with. And like I said, have one person. I don't care if you can tell me you can go to the moon. The only thing is, if you are just starting on the server and you're not listening to the very first thing that's said, then how can I trust you to go to beef and come over here? It doesn't work. And I will tell you that right now. Like, I mean, if you can't follow the very first rule, and the very first rule is do not come over here unless you're invited to come over here, one. Number two, don't basically just don't mess around with things or anything like that. Like, I mean, have respect to other people, including the host. And that's just all we are. That's all we say for you to do. Like, I mean, I go along and give you coordinates. I can meet you at the player base. I've got a second account that I do play on PC. I can meet you over there with that. That player has, like I said, supplies to start off. Just until I get over with my main account, which basically is this one right here. I'll be able to get over to you. If you are impatient of not be able to follow a rule of saying not, you can, like I said, then there's a problem. There's a great big huge problem. Because if you are not following that rule itself, which is very easy to follow, like I said, you're messing up right off the hop. And you're ignoring the fact that you're going to be messing up. And it's your mess up, it's not mine. Like I said, this is why I said when it comes to like followers and stuff like that, we do have solid players. We have solid followers that learn a lot in this game. I do have many tutorials on what we do. There is a break time when I was actually down because of my work and real life things. And that's just it. Like, I mean, I didn't have, like last month, I done over 100 hours. This month, I do a heck of a lot less because I'm back to work. Weather is permitting for me to go back to work, and the work is actually taking over. And that's just it. So, besides that, like I said, when it comes to that setup for me is a great, big, huge plus because now I can actually buy better gear and stuff like that as I go. Plus, we got major events and everything coming up for my work, so it's gonna be a boost for my own economy for the next year. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. So, like I said, when it comes to it, anyone is allowed to join, as long as they do not, and I mean do not, basically break the cardinal rules that's there set in play. So you can be able to actually listen and be able to get going. Like, it's nothing new to us. We are very professional in what we do. We are very avid to what we do. We know exactly what we're doing and how far we can go with it. Now, I'm going to do some more trading in here, of course. I'm starting to run out of paper, so I'm going to have to switch my resource. Now, for some odd reason, this guy, I got to find his pedestal because his pedestal is missing somewhere. It's one of the, there's one that's not even on this location, which is weird. But I'll take this guy right here and get this one leveled up. Nice. Now it's 26. As I said, emeralds is nothing for us to get. It's very, very simple. It's basically a cut and paste type of thing. And this is not the only setup, as I said. We've got 3 setups that can make us emeralds, endless endless pretty much everything else. The only thing we don't have endless of is basically diamonds, but we do have quite a few. So it's like, yeah, people come in here, learn a good few things, and we'll be able to help you out as much as we can. Like I say, we have people dying here all the time, like to a point. Which when we first came in, we're in hard mode. And in that hard mode itself, it gives you the best drop chances, but it's also the best time for you to drop. That means to die. If you don't understand the game itself, you'll basically die more than once. So with all saying that, like I mean, with everything else, like with the golden farms, emerald farms, there is nothing left for us to do on this server but to get new players, new blood, so we can teach them how to get to this level. And that's exactly what we do. So when it comes to that, we don't mind helping people out. Like I said, if you're there following the rules and stuff like that, no problem. like I said, and if you're impatient and you cannot listen, that means you do not belong here, because what's going to happen is going to come conflicts on either side. That means your trustworthy level is even less than 0. And that's not a good thing. That means there's a lot of other things that, basically can creep up on you and just basically slap you in the face. Now, we do have some new recruits on this side, but they've been playing with us for almost since day one. I've got one person here, like I said, it's a very young person, and I've also got the older person. The older person was here since day one and still do play on and off. Now, they do play on their own servers as well, and we do basically work together with them. Now, basically, another right armor, not a problem. We got everything set up for that, and we're basically working on that. I'm going to go over to my traders. I'm going to give them some TLC, and we're going to get some more emeralds, of course. And you'll see exactly how many emeralds I can get very quickly. I can get about 300 to 400 within a short period of time. And just trading, doing iron golems from my iron. Right now I got a 14, which is not much, but I mean, I'm constantly getting iron. I'm just waiting for it to respawn sometimes, but the respawn is not bad. And doing it that way. I got 36 now, and I'm slowly gaining that level. So, like I said, when it comes to not paying attention or whatever the case may be, it's on your own head. If you want to come in here and get your trophies and stuff up and play with a good team of people, this is what we do. This is what we teach. And basically not being a prick or anything like that, or being really, really restrictive. But if you're trying to come over here and you're just coming into the server, you're not listening at all, that means your first prerogative is the destruction or something else, which we do try to avoid with a passion itself. We do have a passion for this game and other games like it. We do play other games where I do play other games, and I play a lot of other games too as well. I play Trove, I play Hare, I play Doom Eternal, I play so many other different types of games, and those games itself is just crazy. And people don't pay attention on here will never learn and never get to this level. It doesn't matter about the build level, it's just the game level. If you want to go and play your SMP that you like to kill people, you want to do this and that, we absolutely have no setting for that. What we've got peaceful right now. I'll show you what our settings. Friendly fire is turned off. Fire spreads are turned off. TNT explodes is turned off. Reason being, it stops griefers, so slow them down, and basically be able to do it that way. So when it comes to the professional SMPs and to trust people, now you can come in and build whatever you want. We've got other player spaces. We've got a lot of other stuff as well. We've got them across the map. And my basically map size is twice the size of what it should be. Just because I'm like, okay. Funniest thing is, if you cannot play together, you should never stay together. Because you're going to cause conflicts and arguments for yourself and other people on the server, which is not good. So, with saying that, with the respect to other players out there, I do run the server this way because I'm sick of having my stuff destroyed or other things happen. Now, you see exactly, I've seen people coming in here. I've seen people, it's like stoners coming in here and everything else. And don't have to be just stoners, but I'm just saying. People that doesn't have the IQ of a lemon coming in here and basically start really messing things up. And that's not putting people down. That's not making fun of people. Don't get me wrong. It's just that they do not know how to follow anything that is constructed in front of them or do not want to follow anything. We basically are dedicated players that are willing to help you advance your SMP to the next level. And that's exactly what I do. This is exactly, more golems, nice. I like to do this all day. Thank you, iron. And more iron. Oh, the irony. Ew. keep on killing these guys and hopefully be able to get enough iron for something. I'm not sure I'm going to get anymore. Like, I mean, right now, I'll show you how useless iron is. I'm using it as a decoration right now, which is kind of funny because I'm using anvils. But think about how many anvils or iron. I'm after making several of these already, just for players and stuff like that too. So there's no limit of supplies. This is why I said if the server gets messed up or anything like that or has issues, it slows this production down. That's what happens. Like, I mean, you got to look at this. If I will tell you this, if you're watching Stampy and you're watching all the IN players, they do screening process. They do have servers that really is not even set up to this to a point. They only got a certain setup for doing the stop motion and stuff like that because he does something completely different. But on the other hand, he does months and months of screening. Well, this server doesn't need screening itself. What it is, I'll go along and basically give you some diamond, help you with your emeralds, get your stuff set up so you're not playing on an empty base, and so on and so forth. And then when you finish, you'll actually pretty much have the same setup as we have when it comes to it. Now, it'll be a single player setup. And I'm not sure if anyone else got griefed or anything like that from outside of here. Because I know people I know where most bases are, but I don't visit them. Like, I mean, I leave them alone. I let them go to their own whims. Like, I mean, I'll tell them, okay, 500 blocks away or 1,000 blocks away, and so on and so forth. So the thing is, when it comes to it, it's a lot safer for players that's coming into an SMP, so they don't have their stuff robbed or anything like that, and be able to play and learn what an SMP actually is. Like, I can play PvP for days, okay? Yeah, it's just... but how many times can I kill a player for a piece of iron armor? Or how many times can I actually do this and that? We do not do that here. We teach people basically how to set up farms and stuff like that. Even if you looked at the videos, you probably can figure out exactly how we set it up. But that's if you're interested in playing, that is. But if you're not interested in playing and whatnot, you're not going to be interested in this video, because what's going to happen is you're not going to want to know how to set things up. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, this is what I'm showing you right now. If you actually watch this video, basically hit the follow button, you'll basically learn a lot from us. Well, I've been playing this game for about 9.5 years. I've been almost one of the very veterans that came out first. And I never streamed only for since 2017. I started streaming on here I had my Twitch account and everything else. But the thing is, I started off using YouTube. YouTube itself is a good medium, but not a great one. I started off with Twitch and basically tried to build up a follower and player base that way so we can get some good solid games and get some good solid players. So, like, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're going to tell me something. I want to see what you can do. Don't tell me what you can do, because it's absolutely redundant and pointless. If you can say you can jump to the moon, I want to see that rocket ship. You know, and that's just the way I look at it. Now, that's nothing to go along and say, oh, this is wrong or this is wrong. That's just nitpicking. I don't do that stuff. I've got no time for it. Day is too short for it. But usually I don't do a normal early stream, because I usually is too busy in the morning or I'm out there doing something else. So it's just like one of those things, you know. I try to fit everything in the day in under about 3 hours. Yeah. It's basically a lifestyle that's pretty crazy sometimes. Now, I've got to find some iron golems, and I should find some. There should be already some respawning in here. Maybe. No, nope, there's no iron golems in here yet. And it doesn't matter really where they're respawning to. But as you see, I don't have a problem with iron. I have a problem with emeralds, and I got a problem with my villagers right now. For some odd reason, they're going towards the doors. I just got to get them to move away for a little bit. Like I said, we're just completely different. We don't mess around here. We just don't. Like I said, we're mature people that love to be able to play Minecraft and other fun games with people, and teach them a few things. Like, I mean, if you're giving me coordinates of this base because you're watching my video, that means you're watching my video to do what? And that is the problem. And if you're just there to do what are you trying to do? What are you trying to pull? And that's just the way it works. Now I got to go over to my main base again, take some more sugarcane, and get some more stuffs. Yeah, it's just we're not. I'm not using the third one right now because the player is still setting that up. I'm not them running their own show to a point in their corner. Like I said, I don't mind showing off their corner itself. But we're about 200 blocks away from each other, so we don't have the interference of the traders basically conflicting with each other. We don't have no lag, as you see. Like, I mean, our stream is pretty clear, and so on and so forth. So, like, I mean, even for me, the only thing is sometimes I might get a little bit of lag from MSN, my MSN account, because sometimes it disconnects like everybody else does. And what happens is once it disconnects, I've got to go back and try to reconnect it again and try to reestablish. So people can still actually be able to come in and actually have fun here. But anyway, I'm basically transferring stuff back and forth between two bases right now without even using the third base. So I'm hopefully try to get a stack of emeralds within the next run. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Usually I don't do much emerald farming. Usually, I mean, they're doing EXP farming, which basically makes gear. I'll show you exactly the gear I have right now for my SMP. I've got maxed gear for Rust Separation, Thorns 3, Aqua Affinity, Fire Protection 4, Unbreaking, and Mending. On my chest piece, I've got Fire Protection 4, Thorns, Unbreaking, and Mending. Right now, I'm actually working on a set of Blast Protection because it's good for the wither and so on and so forth. So we can actually do that boss as well. This one is actually more designed for the Ender Dragon and doing like the Enderman and stuff like that. It's really good for that. Like I said, a couple of golden apples is all you need. Don't even need potions because you get that high of an extra stat. It's unbelievable. So that's exactly, like I said, what we teach people. Now I've got iron golem. We got one guy iron golem back, and I'm going to be able to kill that right now, get more iron, and be able to keep going with that. Like I said, there's very, very few people I see play SMPs this way because they don't take the time. Like, I mean, yeah, this is about 2 months old server. We do look for new players, but the thing is, we're looking for respectful players. Okay, I got to change that into here. Don't need potatoes. Don't need anything like that. Now, like I said, respectful players means that don't mean it could be any age or anything like that. Like, I mean, as I said before, we got a young person here. We've got many young people here actually at times. We've got I think it was like a 14. We've got a 9. We've got a 17. That's still pretty young. We've got, like I said, a 43. We got a 65. Like, I mean, this age limit don't have no limit. As long as you're there to have fun and to be able to make stuff work. And learn how to play the game so you'll be able to survive. Now, this setup is not hard to do if you know what you're doing, but it does take time. I got some more pages to add to my roster, and I'll be able to go in there and go trading again. Like I said, emeralds, not an issue. And if you become really good at this game, like, you should never need of anything in this game. Like we play this almost as well as creative, but under a different under survival. You can go along and pick up your basically your stuff, like I mean your resources. Like I mean, you get resources very quickly because of the fact that you're dealing with netherite, you're dealing with different things like that. Okay, what is this 10? Ooh, we got Fortune 1. So we got another book for on the bottom of there. What is for journeyman, I wonder? I really don't know. As you see, I got 55 right now. And I'm just running around. I'm just running around and collecting sugar cane and collecting different. I'm not even really started with the fish. I'm not really started with anything yet. Let me see. What type of fish do I need? I know we do have butchers here too that we can actually try give them chicken and stuff like that. Now, let me see. Another iron golem. Got that done. So we've got fishermen. Now I've got almost a stack of iron already. That's crazy. Now fisherman, my fisherman is over here. Let's see what type of fish he needs. Okay, he needs the other type of fish after. So we need string. And, well, actually, the funniest thing is I could get a bucket of fish, which I can do it for 3. It sounds a bit expensive, but it beats trying to get string. Because right now we don't have a spider spawner. We can't find only for the poison ones, so it's kind of like an iffy thing. Plus, doing like I said, a herd mode and getting spiders just takes a long time to get 20 strings, and I mean enough to trade with. It sounds more logical because of the resource, but I mean we've got plenty of fish and stuff like that. So let's see what this guy needs. He needs the same thing pretty much. Okay, I'm not going to use that because it's just nah. There is certain things I want to use though. Like I mean, once I'm finished with this, within a day I could start building a house out of emeralds, which is kind of ironic because when it comes to survival, you wouldn't even think about doing that. It's just like, why would you want to even think about doing that and whatnot? But it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Like I mean, when we come to actually play on here, like I said, when you actually meet us at that spot, if you actually following the rules at the very beginning, we can actually meet you there. I can meet you there myself, and be able to transfer some diamonds over to you and some supplies to start you off. Now, you're not going to go empty-handed itself, and to be able to do it that way. Now, diamonds itself, I still go and farm for a lot of diamonds, and so on and so forth, because it's like I said, it's the only resource that we need. Like I said, if we could trade for diamonds, it'd be awesome, but there's no trade for that. Well, not as of yet, anyway. Like I said, that's something I would love to see in this game. You'd be able to trade for diamonds with the villagers, but that might be just a game break to a point, because then you'll just have unlimited amount of diamonds. So, nah. I can understand why they did not do that. So, yeah. Like, I mean, like I said, if you want to join on here, you can actually hit that follow button. But, yeah, like I said, the rules are not strict here. We're basically pretty straightforward. If you come into the world and you're giving a location, I'll meet you at that location. I'll make sure you're actually doing that right at the beginning, so we're not getting griefers on this side. We're not getting those people that's going to be messing things up, because we got way too much work. We got 2 months worth of work, and it's just like no. Let me see here. I'm looking for. This is so small. This is so insignificant. This place is, but it's so helpful at the same time. Because there's so many emeralds. 58. Now, I'm almost finished with my first block, of course. Most of the villagers here is maxed out. Mine is just starting to be maxed out. We've got a uh, third base set up with everything too as well. As I said before, like I said, you might be watching my stream and stuff like that, but just do not enter over here. Like, I mean, we do not want griefers. We don't want idiots over here. We already we already went through that. We had the very first city that was built. It's leveled. There's nothing left of it. That is on the very bottom in the desert down here, as you see in my map. And that has been destroyed. The second one, nobody knows, still don't know how to follow rules sometimes. Sometimes you get those people. You have to tell them not to basically do something. What do? They go absolutely the opposite and do it. But we let it go to a point. We had a problem where people were stealing stuff, and this is when we said, frig it, or just get people split. Because if you, like I said, if you can't play together, well, you can see what happens when you do play together. That's a big difference. Once you learn how to play together and be able to build together, then it makes the light work. It makes to say, okay, one man's work very light. That means you'll be able to get all the stuff what we've got done. And then we can actually add more to it as we go. Because, like I said, on a rail, getting the trophies, it'll be a joke. Like, I mean, there'll be no setup, there's no nothing, because you'll have so much supplies. Think of it this way. Right now, I got 50 iron. I just made an anvil just back when. So that's almost an extra 300 blocks plus 3 iron on top of that. So basically almost over about 70 iron just by running back and forth between two places. And once we get the third one going, we'll have 3 places. We'd basically level those 3 places up, and we'll have an unlimited amount of iron. And that's exactly what we're looking for. So we can actually get that resource up. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to resources. Well, right now I can make this much iron armor, which basically in a bunch of clippings as well. But on the other hand, like, I mean, this is my setup, which has got a little tiny log cabin. I started every day with doing that. Very simple build, of course, but it's very functional. And here I've got storage and stuff like that. And I'll give you a tour of this place as well on the inside. I mean, I see security on guard, because this is exactly what you need to be doing an SMP. Now, the thing is, I've got my own anvils, of course. I've got like 2 anvils over in this corner. I removed one just to do my decoration. I used to have 3 in here. Just a little bit of storage in here, but that's not my main storage. My main storage is all over the place. So if you're trying to grief and stuff like that, forget about it, because you'll basically end up failing miserably. There's another storage spot here. I'm not going to give you every single one of them, but this is my smelter for my bricks and stuff like that. I've also got a kelp thing going on here, so I can actually fuel both of them, and so on and so forth. There's many setups like that on this world to mass produce things. As you see, I'm swimming through a mass kelp farm right now, and you'll be able to see exactly our setup. Our setup, like I said, is not a new setup. We are still advancing. We're trying to get better builders, of course, and become better builders ourselves, and be able to do it that way. So we basically, what I'll show you the second spot once again, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. We've got a cow farm. I should have some wheat on me, which I'm going to increase these cows by about 2 or 3. Because I don't want to increase them too much, because I know like what the lag limit is on servers. But I'm looking for. There we go. We got Bessie now. Basically, yeah, good to go. Okay, give me a light. There we go, and that's good enough for cows for that one. So, like I said, we've got this facility here. This was the very first facility, actually, to be exact. And what we're doing is just basically mass producing everything you may ever think of. We've got food galore. We don't have no worries about that. We got beetroot. We got I don't know what someone would set beetroot over there in that corner for, but it's what it is. We've got a brand new anvil here for players when they come in. Like, I mean, we've got everything set up here. Like, I mean, people looking for shortcuts. This is not a shortcut server. We'll teach you how to do this and basically be able to help you build right next to you. That's what makes this SMP completely different. You don't need this area because we'll help you set up an area. And it'll take us less than probably 2 hours, 3 hours to help you set up. We'll work together with you hand by hand. We've been after doing that a couple times. There's a couple of people on here asked a question. We'll basically answer it as clearly as possible. There's another player's setup. Got pretty much his brick farm. Basically, what it'll do is just feed cobblestone here. As soon as this is lit up here, it'll go along and make stone, and it go from stone right on up to basically the stone drops down to here, and it comes smooth stone. So it cuts down a lot of time and a lot of game itself when it comes to playing on here. Because if you know what you're doing, even if you only use hoppers, okay, there's pretty much no redstone used on this map because that's why it doesn't lag. And if it does, that means it's not in this area. Like, I mean, people are still do, like I said, break the rules, and that's just the way it works. You can't have everything run 100%. There's no way. Like, I mean, this is like going along, driving on the road, and you're basically watching the traffic go by, and you're drunk driving, or whatever the case may be. There always someone will actually break that rule. It says, don't drink and drive. What they do is drink and drive. So, you know, it's the same thing with everything else. There's always someone there just to go along and try to hang you. Or basically, if you drink and drive, you got a chance of basically killing somebody. Well, and then this basically in Minecraft, you end up basically killing a server because of the fact that it's just what it is. But so far, we've been very successful at doing what we're doing. So, thanks to the players and stuff here, and also thanks to the patrons, basically, and followers. Like I said, to the channel. More than welcome to have you guys here. It's just more to do with the overall aspect, if it's actually worth it to running the SMP the right way or just an SMP that people can blow up. That makes a difference. If you're there for the trophies, this is what it is. It's still fun. It's just a lot more work to it. And I'm finished feeding Bessies for now. I'm just going to go along and work on other things as well. Try to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing today, because this is not getting boring. It's just I need to be able to find something besides holding wheat. What a day. And there's a lot of poppies because I've been getting a lot of golems. Let me see here. I'm looking for a place I can actually store this wheat for now. I should make a box at the cow farm because that would make a lot more sense. Nope. Sugarcane I don't need right now. It's only good for trading. Yeah, I carry my boat on me at all times. Because in hard mode, like I said, between each player base, 200 blocks plus, there's no land. So, like, I mean, we do have tunnels and stuff, but there's no land above. And so, like I said, boats are still the fastest way to travel to at that point. So, yeah. No, I gotta get some more iron here. But like I said, I can repeat this process over and over. Just having resources constantly given to me throughout the game itself. So potatoes are floating because there's that much resources. We've got no worries about starving to death here. Kind of makes survival kind of not so much survival anymore. But yeah, it's still fun. Now I got 62 iron. I'm just gonna stack, and be able to do it that way. So, like I said, if you'd like to be able to play Minecraft, learn how to play Minecraft, learn how to run a successful SMP. There's not too many people that will actually teach you, and a lot of people basically struggle through the game itself. We are dedicated. We are a Gamersmith, basically the massive gaming hub itself, playing Minecraft, of course, and we're basically trying to make a video right now on different game styles, gameplay, but I'm basically showing off some of the bases that we have, and so you can show off the resources, how much resources that we can make within a short period of time. Emeralds, not a problem. Iron, not a problem. It just depends on how well do you want to set up yourself. You can set up yourself the same base. Like, I mean, even if you run your own SMP, you know how many of what gives you what. What I mean is how many villagers gives you iron golems, and how frequent it is to actually get them. Right now we've got over almost close to 100 villagers. We've got almost everything that you would actually need in the game. We're actually got another player working on another base over on the other side. I gave basically a preview of that earlier in my video, and like I said, be able to join at any time. Like I said, I can't see join on this part of the world. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. But, like, I mean, we are after losing 2 villagers already due to griefers and people that do not know how to play. It's sad. It's saddening that we have to do that. But we've got no other choice. We're forced to do that. Like I said, we've got mass farms. We've got everything. We've even got one of the things for totems of undying. We've got a limited amount of that. Basically, you just go into hard mode to activate a switch, and we're done. We just basically do raids over and over until we're actually finished. This is exactly what we have to set up. The only thing we don't have right now is on a rail, which is basically very easy to set up, because we don't have power rail right now. Iron and stuff like that is not the issue. Like, I mean, we've got like emeralds galore. If I could only trade for more iron, I'd be more than tickled pink to do so. But right now, we just got what we got. And this is that. Like I said, right now, let me see. What can I do in here? There's got to be something else I can do in here. Yes. I can put it on hard mode and get some more EXP. So I can get that level 30. Excuse me. But like I said, yeah, we've been working on this SMP for about 2 months now. Like I said, we do have 4 player bases, but it's only 3 that's set up, sadly. But it does what it's supposed to do. We got, like I said, unlimited amount of iron. We've got an unlimited amount of everything. We would love to have you on this side, but like I said, you got to go through a trial period of about 1 week in the player zone. That means if you are going to follow rules, not hack and cheat and everything else, we want to see what you can do. And if you, like I said, when it comes to over here, it's a great, big, huge upgrade compared to what you first start. We've got about 3 weeks to 4 weeks just playing on here in this zone itself. And the thing is, if it's going to take you that long, and if you're only playing on it for about a week, and then you get trust to that point. Not saying you're going to have trust, like I said, just because you're coming over here. But if you can actually prove that you're actually going to play the game, learn how to play the game, and be able to do it that way, yes, we'll take your stuff and everything else, move you in here, and you don't have to, you just build, is what you do. Build, make a fortress, and do what you need to do in the game. And basically, come farm with us for LAs, doing the end cities, Enderman Dragon, basically every part of the game. And that's exactly what we do. And we're very good at what we do. Like I said, thanks to Shock and See, he's another person that I play with as well. He's been in my videos many times over. Thanks to him himself. Like I said, he never taught me new ways to play it, but he's after helping out with this world a little bit. But he's helped after helping himself a little bit more into this world. Certain things, like I said, I don't use myself. I know how to use them. I just don't bother because I don't need it. Like, I mean, I don't need totems on dieting unless I'm doing, like I said, the Ender Dragon or something like that. But that's more, Ender Dragon is too easy to that point. I look at doing like the Wither and so on and so forth. And when I'm actually looking at the Wither, which basically is a hard point in doing hard. Now you can basically cheese it by doing easy, but it's not what we like to be able to do. We like to get a maximum amount of EXP for every turn. Like I said, we don't have the Enderman done yet, or the Ender Dragon. We don't have the Ender City done yet. We got Endgame. That's the only thing we got left to do on our player point. So we got loads of resources. We got loads of everything. But just sharing the information is more than just any resource. And people don't get that. People are like, hey, man, can I have free starter stuff? Can I have this? Can I have that? Yes, you can. But what are you going to do with it? How are you going to learn? Like, I mean, to that point. What are you going to basically utilize? Are you going to go along and get a pickaxe and just basically let it get destroyed and just keep on wasting resources? There's a good few people that does that out of here. But try to avoid that as much as possible. Like I said, if you like the video so far and our setup, you can basically give us a like and give us that follower. And like I said, be able to hit that bell icon as well and be able to keep up with up-to-date news on different games. Yes, I did stream a lot of Shotgun Studios World. Now I'm actually streaming on my own world. So like I said, it's just one of those things. It's just pretty interesting. Now I'm going to go along and pop myself on hard mode. Now this is a different type of spawner. I'm going to have to wait here for a minute or two. And I'll go down and kill some. I need 2 levels to make an enchantment for another player. Yes, I do make stuff for other players. It's not just me I'm playing on here, as you can see. Because this work would not be able to be done by one person. There's no way. We've got a hunter. Basically plays with us as well. I'll give him a little shout out because, like I said, it's what it is. I respect players. Like I said, I don't use players. I like to see them do very well themselves as well, and be able to actually help them to advance even further. So, like I said, it's just one of those things that I like to be able to make stuff work for you. And at the end of the day, if I can make it work for you, that means you can make it work for everybody else because you start learning. Once you start learning, it's pretty crazy. So, it's just too bad it's too early in the morning right now. Most of my crew is asleep. And like I said, it's nice to have the crew that's going to be working together. And that's what I was hoping to try to get for everybody else. Like have 2 crews of 4 players each. And then I can actually get people to rotate on the server itself if they're interested in playing this game itself. To rotate basically 4 on 4 on 4 constantly to have people that's going to play together that way. But it did not work. I mean, I don't have trust issues as of such. But my experience on here is it's very frightening because of what it is. Like, I mean, I'm not restricting people or whatever the case be from the server. Like I said, when it comes to it, when I do mention something to somebody and somebody is like, no, and you're going to keep on doing that, eventually you're going to get removed because you're not actually doing anything. You're going against what's set. That means if you're playing together with somebody, you're going to be doing exactly the same thing. You're not there going to be there to learn. All you're going to be there is to cause havoc. And that's something I don't like itself. When it comes to havoc and stuff like that, I try to avoid it with like a plague. And this is something, like I said, you watch all the, like I said, the multiple YouTubers and stuff doing on here. Some of them really don't give a frig. You know, they don't build up anything. They'll go along and play those mini games that you can actually find on the hub and everything else. I don't play mini games. I don't play creative. Creative is just like a joke to me. And that's the problem. Like, I mean, if I'm doing actually a creative run, I'll look at exactly what I can actually do in creative. Really, I cannot do much with creative because I'm not getting a benefit from it. Like, I mean, it's nice to be able to build and count the blocks, but at the end of the day, what are you doing? It's like watching Grun and all them other YouTubers. Most cases, they're actually using MC Edit. Like, I mean, I'm on a console. There's no editing. There's no nothing. There's no world edit because it was never implemented. There's nothing to help me out itself, and there's nothing else at all. And that's what happens. So it's how can I say this? Yeah, like I told you, it's a different way of playing. Like, I mean, if I want to go on and use all the mods on PC, why not? I can use all the mods on PC. I can make better buildings. I can use chisel and bits. I can go along and use all that stuff. I can use multiple different tools that it's not available on consoles. So I'm only going to be able to go so far with everything. So that's why stuff in PC looks 10 times better because it's limited to what you can actually do. Yes, there is like hack tools and stuff like that. I mean, it's not really hack tools, it's just a different map you play. But when it comes to it, when it comes to playing and stuff like that, you got to remember this. Like, I mean, there's difference between PC and the console. And console is a lot harder to play because basically you don't have all these mods. So anything that you look at console is like, oh, this looks nice, this looks nice, this looks nice. But you are still under the basic thing. I've seen people build things like on here that will blow your mind. Like, I mean, I've seen people build castles and stuff like that. But I don't have like months and months and months to play on one map. Yes, because I'm playing with other players. But if I was going to do it, like, I mean, if I was doing it on creative or whatever the case may be. But see, some people actually play it on creative because it's not that they don't know any other mode. It's just that they're basically stuck doing it that way, you know? And that's exactly that way it works. So they're basically stuck playing creative because A, they don't understand how to play survival, or B, they don't want to be bothered with just grabbing the resources from that. And what it is. So I'll go down here. I should have got more EXP than that. What the heck is going on my EXP table? Okay, it should have worked. But my feeder system is working fine. Okay, no, nothing wrong there. Loads of bones there. That's why, like I said, when you're actually watching myself or whatever the case may be, I'm learning a few things. If you're there to learn, we're there to teach. We're not basically, we don't go along and say, oh, you've got to literally do this. You got to do this. Or you got to basically live your life this way. No. We're basically there to teach you how to play games so you can enjoy them a lot more and be able to advance them a lot more. Like, I mean, if you're watching, like I said, the stream right now, like I say, you'll look at our setup and you'll see exactly what we do. Like I say, we've got, like I said, multiple people playing here. Like I said, right now it's downtime for everybody. But I wish this downtime didn't happen. I wish I had someone to fill the gap. It's not like, hey man, would you like to be able to play this game? I'll see you in 3 hours. Okay, I'm already in game. Why the heck am I going to be playing that in 3 hours? But you know, it's one of those things, you know. but I do play this game quite a bit because there's a lot of stuff in it. But it's what it is, you know. Like I said, creative and survival is absolutely two different aspects. But whatever you can make in creative, you said you can make it in survival. I will say yes and no because it depends on how big the build is. If it takes you 2 years to build something in creative, and that means it would take you probably 5 or 6 years in survival. Eesh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just that much work entailed and whatnot. So, anyway, guys, like I said, this is going to be my end of my stream for now. And like I said, if you do like this video, I'm sorry, like I said, being a bit out front in what we do here. But when it comes to like getting things done, we like to see everybody successfully doing what they want to do. Yeah, like I said, this server is not for everybody, and it won't be for everybody, just because of rules set. But it's not strict rules. When I said don't come to this direction, I mean don't come to this direction. Do not be conflicting. There's a reason for it. We got everything set up in a way so we can make your gaming experience like a one hop. And we've also got another person way over on the other side of the map. He's already into Netherite, and he's doing his enchantments right now. So, like, I mean, he's working on that stuff, but he's doing it on solo. But we're working together as a group of people. It's not saying it's easier. We just get more of one thing, and that's the way it works. We don't get a lot of more than one thing. Like, I mean, it does take still hours or even sometimes days to set up some stuff, like with our farms and stuff like that. This takes us a bit of time. So, yeah, it's not something you're just going to go pop, 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 and everything is going to be done for you. And that's just the thing. Like, I mean, that's not what survival is about. It's not have everything just go, oh, I'm finished. Let me rush through. I basically get everybody else to do the work for you. It's horrible. That's why I said if you can survive here for about a week is not long. Because think about it this way. You're spending an hour or two. You're going over to your buddy's server and saying, hello. And then you're basically keeping on repeating the same process and be able to do it that way. And that's exactly what happens. So if you're doing that anyways, you'll be able to jump to multiple servers and not to worry about, oops, I think I forgot some XP in the box down there. Let me see if I did or didn't. I think I did. Yeah, I forgot a little bit. It's just a glitch in the game that sometimes it happens. But anyway, regardless of that, like, I mean, as I said before, a week in here could be like 3, 4, 5 hours at most. And that's just jumping in, doing a build, whatever the case may be. But, like, I mean, that is talking on a mic, getting to know the player as well, and not to be able to, like, I mean, it's easy to download the PSN app. What's up, Luigi? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream, my man. How are you doing this morning, or afternoon, or night? Depends on where you're to, because different time zones means different locations. Like I said, it's one of those things. Yeah, I've been streaming for quite a few years. Yeah, I've been streaming for quite a few years. Like I said, anybody is allowed to join here. Just location where we're at right now. Yeah, the location I'm at right now, it's not allowed by players right off the hop, just because we get that much work done. Like I said, we had one village destroyed by players, and we had one had to be, what is my user? I'll give you my user, my friend, if you want to join and check it out. Now, when you come in, as like everybody else, you'll basically be able to hit the follow as well if you'd like to do so. And I'll be able to keep the ball rolling from here. If you already followed, thanks to the follow from that. Now, it doesn't matter if you grief or not. That's the thing. Now, you can promise. You can do all that. You can say you don't hack. If you looked at all of our past videos, you got to remember, it's like someone drunk drive, okay? When you put the rule there, say do not drink and drive, you're going to have that one person that's going to break that rule. It don't matter how easy it is not to do it, it's going to be done. But anyway, basically, TEAL, UNICYC753. This is actually my cross platform itself, and you can also reach me at and this is my PS4, PS5 account. You'll be able to join us on here. Like I said, I've been running servers for close to about 7 years. I've been playing Minecraft for 9.5, almost 10 years, or almost since it was released. I missed the first couple of years because I never really got into the game. And like I said, now I'm really into the game and be able to actually help other people out, help people set up. This is my world. My world is basically set up in a way so I'll be able to get people learn how to play the game so they can play it better instead of having to worry about creative and all that crap. Creative doesn't give you trophies. It doesn't give you any benefit. That is one of the biggest problems. I turned around and said this to a person before. If you want to play a true SMP, what we have done here, we've got PvP turned off. We do have sessions of EXP, so you'll be able to get your gear up. Right now I'm doing a session myself because I'm the only one that's there because it's that early in the morning. But my sessions are usually by 2 to 3 hours on a rotation. So I'll give 2 or 3 hours. Basically, we got beds set up everywhere, so we get to go to bed when we need to, and so on and so forth. You should be able to join right off the hop, dude. Like I said, you're not blocked or anything like that, or anything like that. So you should be able to join on in. Now, actually, you're on cross-platform. I forgot about that. Let me. Because as you noticed, no. Microsoft is messing up again. So give me a second here. Let me reset. Let me reset the server so I'll be able to pop you in. I hate MSN when you do mess up. It takes me about less than 30 seconds to reset everything. Give me a second here. There we go. Now I got to back into this. I've got to wait to myself. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And Microsoft don't like Sony at all. It's just like one of those things. That's why I don't like Microsoft at all. Because I use Windows, but I mean, besides that, I build my own computers. I don't rely on anything else. So yeah. Now you should be able to join now. Let me see. It's reconnected again. But like I said, if you're in, you're in. And that's just the way it works. Now, if you're out in the desert or anything like that, I will actually put settings on peaceful. Nintendo is actually not bad. Nintendo is not bad. I don't like their Switch that much because I find it's an oversized tablet. But now that's my own opinion. You can get better tablets out there running homebrew and stuff like that and do a lot more stuff with it. But let me see where you're located. Okay, you're at the desert. So I'm going to give you a location. And if you follow this location itself, you'll be able to come to me. I'll get on my alt account. I don't care about what happens in the second player. Just don't try to get to here because you will be removed from the world. All because of, it's not trust. I don't have the trust issue. It's just the person that actually started this world don't want to have anybody else over here. And I kind of do agree with that because of the fact that he has lost so many worlds. He has lost so much stuff throughout time. It's unbelievable. Like if you're losing an hour or two, that's not a problem. If you're losing like months worth of work just because, that's not good. So I just gave you the location of our second spot. I can meet you over there. I can give you some pickaxes and stuff like that. I know you're going right for that water. I'm glad I'm on peaceful because you would not survive. Like I said, when it comes to herd, basically you will drown. And that's what happens to you. That's why I said, if it was like I said on herd, you'd be already dead. Now we do have player bases all over the map, but there's certain ones there's basically more active than others. But the only thing is, there's not really nothing that's around spawn anymore. Nothing that's active enough to warrant anything. Now, if you go to the coordinates I said to you, which is 2050, which it'll take you a day to get there. 2050 minus 3,220, 250, you'll be able to get there. Not a problem. Yeah, so do I. Basically, it's called quick swim. And it doesn't matter. If I put it on hard right now, you'll die. Right, and neither do I. But what I'm saying is your hunger bar will kill you. And plus, then you got drowned or anything like that, or with tridents will actually can get one shot you. You gotta remember, this is not. Yeah, it's different now. So, like I mean, you might be able to have all these techniques. Like I said, I know how to play the game too, but it's what you do itself and what you want to do itself throughout the game as you play. Like, I mean, if I put it on hard, you're not going to make it nowhere. Because right where you started off to, you got Husk. Husk will kill you very quickly. Also, you've got other issues there as well that allow you, like I said, the archers doesn't do much damage, but on hard mode, you got 4 or 5 of them shooting at you. It's a different category. So, yeah. Like I said, if you get that location, I'll be able to come and help you out. But you got to give me about a little bit of time to get over to you over on that side because I don't mind traveling over there. That's what I'm getting at. My travels are always there to help a person out. Like my travels usually gives you the best, almost the best gear without enchantments. That's diamond. Like to that point. That's it for when I travel. But you got to find a location first. You set up a base. Basically, you get to where the second base is to, so I can give you some supplies. And this is actually the best way of doing it. Then you follow that rule. You'll get supplies. You get like stone pickaxes. You get some stuff to start you off with. Stone is not much, but I can give you the full inventory of them. All you got to do is go out and start mining. And like I said, if you're not, and then you go out and do some adventuring and stuff like that, I can keep it on peaceful until you actually set up a base. Like I said, I'm not a prick. I'm not waiting for you to die in the game. I'd rather see you advance and learn a lot of stuff in the game. Now, like I said, if you're not used to SMPs and doing hard mode is basically will throw everything at you. I won't throw everything at you, just the game does. And I'm sorry I don't have control of that, but it's what it is. And mob griefing and stuff like that, if you use cheats, but there's no cheats on this world. It's a straight up SMP when it comes to that. You die, you lose your gear on your own head. If you get diamonds, you got diamond armor. You lose that, well, that's your own problem. Like, I mean, you cause your own problems. You cause your own issues. Nobody else calls them for you. And that's exactly what happens. So anyway, regardless of that, like, I mean, it's what it is, you know? Like I said, I was just going to end my stream and clued up for the day because I've got another stream to do later on tonight and be able to do it that way. But normally I don't do morning streams because it's pretty dead. And it's pretty, it's basically, it's the time for the crickets. So yeah, it's one of those things. So, like, I mean, our setup, like anybody could set it up the way we've got it set up. And like I said, if you're looking for player bases and stuff like that, yeah, just don't go to other people's players' bases. Yeah, please. Like, I mean, have respect to that. But as I said, I can help you set up bases that could be as good or better than the other player bases, is what I'm getting at. You don't have to touch anybody else's stuff. You don't have to do anything. Just travel, do a little bit of travel, get to LZ. I'll be able to meet you at LZ. Just watch. I'll show what I mean by LZ. I'll just log in right now. Right now, I'm not moving much on here because I'm basically doing what I'm doing. Well, you'll see an extra player pop it in shortly on the map. This is why I'm holding the map. So I show exactly what I do to help you out. Now, you'll have about 3 days. I mean, 3 days. It takes me about 5 Minecraft days to get over because I don't use the Nether. So that means it takes me about 30 minutes to get over to you. Between 30 and 35. Sometimes 40 minutes. So you got to have patience. You got to have a lot of patience for me to get over to you, which is fine if you got that much, because it's worth doing stuff and it's worth learning stuff. The other player base don't have much left, being partially griefed by other people. I'm sick of trying to repair it, but it still has its everything. So you'll see an extra person. I'll meet you over on this side. You'll meet, I'll be able to meet you over on this side when you actually get here. Pretty much almost over here, actually. Yeah, it's that easy, you know. I don't mind people playing on here. I'm not strict. Like, I mean, but if you can't follow an order or you can't follow something, it's going to hinder you. It's not going to hinder me. Like, players come and go. There's a lot of players that, like I said, follow, unfollow. Same thing. People come into the game. People do. Whatever the case may be. And like I said, it's unbelievable in that direction. You know, it's just, like, I mean, people think, oh, no, I can't do this and whatever the case may be. I just want to rush and I want to do this and that. Slow down. Slow down for a minute. Like, I mean, seriously. Like, you got to think about it. It's an SMP. It's a survival. That, like I said, if I was actually going along and being absolutely a prick, I'd be like, hey, man, you're unheard. You're stuck. You get no other choice but to actually do that. No, I'll basically let you get to LZ and be able to get you geared up to a point where you can actually start doing stuff for yourself in the game. So you're able to learn, start to be able to do stuff in for your own leisure. Now, you can go any direction here. Like, I mean, I don't get why people grief this place, because I know it's not the best looking building. This is not supposed to be. Just because they're easy to maintain, they're basically doing that. And my player base is a player base. Like, I mean, it's meant for players when they first come in. Grab a bit of food, grab a bit of seed, grab a bit of something, and then be on their merry way. It's not meant to be stayed at. It's one of those things, because I'm sick of trying to get people to play together. I'm sick and try to get people to basically do stuff together to try to make it a lot easier for themselves. They make it a lot harder for themselves. And that's the biggest huge issue. It's like, why does you need to be able to make it that hard for yourself to get from point A to point B? Basically, this game is not rocket science to a point. And it doesn't take an astronaut to play it. But if you want to make it as an astronaut and you're not there to do anything, then that's your own game. That's your own game style. That's the way you play. And if you destroy something off the server, well, okay, you really don't benefit, neither does anybody else. Like, I mean, people just thinks is absolutely hilarious. But I'm just saying to them, I said, if you think this is funny, would you let me to come into your world and basically start smashing everything else you got? I don't care how good or how bad it looks, but I just don't care, and that type of attitude. Like I said, I had the second village or the player village, all the windows smashed, partial buildings burned, and this is this what happened at at the very beginning. There's no village left. It's gone. I would love to build something at the very beginning. Sub Siren, and welcome to the stream, my man. Like I said, and welcome to the game. Yeah, well, like I said, this is not Java. Nope. Because Java is a bedrock now. The both of them are combined together now on PC. You can play either or. Same thing with any other console as well. They finally actually combined them together. We got to remember, Java is only beta. Okay? Yeah, you could be able to join. Like I said, there's no hacks, no cheats, no nothing like that. It's a straight up SMP. Like I said, this channel to be monitored through devs and stuff like that. We had devs in here before. People would be like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're lying to me. I know I am not lying to you. You can actually look at my YouTube videos. Go to some of the end videos. There's one there that's basically almost, I think it's 4 hours and 2 minutes long. But you almost go to the end. You'll see devs. I'm standing right next to one of them. Just to basically prove a point that they did show up here at one point. But yeah, they were basically testing, and because a lot of people used to cheat and hack in the game itself, and they're trying to cut down on the hackers and stuff into the game. So yeah, you'll be able to come in. What is your handle, my friend? What is your gamer tag? I'm actually on. No. My alt didn't leave. Okay, Thunder Gamers. Okay, give me a second. I'll give you mine. And you're on cross-platform, my friend. I'm taking a guess. Yeah, you're quite no. I know because I'm right, Luigi. The thing is, my alt is not necessarily logged out. I'm doing my stream right now too, so I'm trying to do a lot of stuff at once. So it's what I'm doing. So I'll be able to see you over on the other side. So this is my cross-platform here. I don't mind you using a phone. Just don't use no mods, no hacks, no nothing. Because like I said, this channel is monitored. I'm not joking with you. I don't fool around with this stuff. But I'll give you my gamer tag, which is done, and I'm gonna invite you this way. So I'm going to go along and THUNDER. Thunder Gamer. Gotcha. Thunder Gamer 641. Gotcha. I got you right quick. Gamer tag not founded. What's going on here? Oh, gamers. Okay. Oops. Yeah, well, texture packs, whatever you want to run that way, yes. As long as it don't interfere with basically other people's gameplay and stuff like that. So if you want to run your own texture pack to make it look different, because I'm only using straight up vanilla, because of the fact it's less lag on the server. So I'll just add you. I got you. Now you should be able to join. Okay, Luigi, I'll be right with you in a second. Let me get back into the game. I'll be able to start giving you some supplies. You should be close by right now. As I said, I can actually watch No. Watch a bunch of things at once. I just can't. There we go. I just can't play on my console and the PC at the same time because of the way my account is. Well, I could play them at the same time, but when I go to the stream, it'll basically close one of them off. Okay, I'm at the location right now. Just add me. Teal Unicycle did. But it's got to be capital T, EAL, capital UNICYCLE 753. Unless, like I said, unless you sent me the wrong gamer tag on your end, that could be the problem too. But I know you can add me, and I just added you, I do believe, but I'm not absolutely sure. Okay. Luigi, where are you two? What's your location, my man? You should be close by right now. Okay, sweet. Welcome to the game, dude. Okay, you're getting melons? Okay, that's cool. But you remember, you're on peaceful right now. You don't need melons or anything like that. There's already at base. There is breads and stuff here. There's a lot of other stuff, too. So don't waste your time. You don't need to try. Like, I mean, it's different now if I was saying, if it was hard and be able to do it that way. Yeah, retry again. Sometimes it says unable to join. But sometimes you might have to do it 2 or 3 times. It's all to do with, there we go. You're in. Woohoo! All right. Sweetness. Welcome to the game, dude. Like I said, if you want to use texture packs and stuff like that, that's fine. Like, I mean, I'm not a stickler on that. Like, I mean, I don't use texture packs because when I'm running actually the server itself, I try to put minimum lag as possible. Plus, I'm already using the PlayStation 5, so I get very little lag anyway. Plus, I can run it under my PC or run it under Realms, which it gives me even a better connection again. But right now, I don't have Realms right now. I'm just running it straight off my PlayStation 5. Let me see. So I'm just waiting for you, my friend. Yeah. I got enough supplies for both of us. I just got to make more of it, that's all. Yeah, like I said, I'm there to help anyone else out. I'm there to help them set up. I'll basically split the resources between the two of you. I've got enough pickaxes. I can give you enough wood. Don't come to me. No. Don't come to me. You want to come to my teal. You want to come to teal. You want to come down the top corner. There's a reason for that. As I just said before, I had griefers and stuff like that. It's not. It's all to do with the person that started at this end of the world, and it's also to do with what I'm agreeing to as well. Now, I'm my own person, of course, but I'll take a suggestion, and if it works, well, so far it has been working for the last 2 months. Like I said, if you followed some of my videos on YouTube, I'm actually Gamersmith. Basically, all you got to look for is the blue dragon. And not the blue dragon, but, the blue wolf. And once you find me there, you'll see exactly what issues we had with this world. It's unbelievable. Like, people come in, we tried logging one time, it was 1 minute and 41 seconds on the clock, and someone actually tried to use hacks the second time. I end up basically removing the person and removing them from the world permanently. And, like I said, it's what it is. Now, that person is not, like I said, allowed back in the world because it's disrupting the game itself. And that's when we started getting devs and stuff like that in here. like the admins, which basically is not what you want to see in the server, because that means you got problems. But not say you cannot solve them yourself. It's just a lot of issues. And what happens is to sometimes you'll get those people that's going to really start messing with things. And that's just why I've got things set up the way I do, because of that reason. Now, like I said, I'm not going along and being pushy, because I'm not a pushy host. And I'm not being saying, oh, you've literally got to do this. But what I'm saying is there is a certain set standard that I follow, not just for you guys, for me to follow, from the person that started on this end. Because he left this world at the very beginning because he's seen how many problems I was having. And he turned around and said, he said, screw it, I'm gone. This guy is plus 40 years old. I respect the guy, okay? He's also basically a rapper, a very good one with that. He's also a good, like I said, he owns his own company and everything else, which is great. And he's doing his own thing. I've seen some of his stuff that he's produced, and it'll blow your mind. It's blow your mind. It's different. But he comes up with a lot of no. Yeah, right. Now he's close to that, but he's not. Where he lives to, it doesn't have the support for rappers. So I play with these people, and do it that way. And I'm not joking with you. Like, I mean, I forget what his channel is now, but I should remember it because I've been playing with him for almost close to 4 months itself, almost close to half a year, and playing on this world and on his. But the guy is, his name is Shockancy, and I play it, I could send you screenshots on the PlayStation here of his castle and stuff, what he's building, and it's pretty nice. I see you. Yeah, right now I'm only actually can control one at a time, so... I'll be just doing farming and stuff like that when I'm waiting for you guys. I'm going to go and get some more sugarcane. I want to get some more emeralds. Everybody loves emeralds, right? Oh, boy. But anyway, like I said, when you actually join here and get things going, just don't grief other people's bases because people putting time and effort into it. Respect other people. That's all I'll offer that. And like I said, after a week's trial, you might be able to get yourself promoted to here. Also looking for players that's actually active and stuff like that too. The world can keep going. No, you don't have me. I'm on my main account, dude. I'm on a different. I don't need sugarcane for there. Oh, you're Sonic. Okay. How's it going, Sonic? Yeah. You probably sound like Sonic. No, just kidding. Okay, what I'm going to do here is going to give you a little bit of... No, I don't need cane, dude. I don't need that stuff. That's going to be for you. You're going to make a farm out of that. You're going to make... You're going to make a farm out of that. I don't need cane. This is my alt, dude. No, I don't need cane. I really don't. What I'm going to do is give you a couple of pickaxes. Now, what I'm going to do is you can go as far as you want, really. Seriously. Just don't stay here because of the fact that it does get grief from time to time and people are just there. Now, I got another player coming over, so I'm going to split the gear in half. Now, you see there's a great big huge tree farm here. There's a great big huge tree farm here, right over in this corner. Grab as many trees you want to get out of that. Because it's easy to replant and restart that way. Now, I know cobblestone is not much. No, you don't need to, yeah. Yeah, just grab some trees as you go. The only thing is I didn't give you an axe because, well, pickaxe is more important in that direction. There is crafting tables here too, if you want to do it. What I'm going to do is give you half a stack of cobblestone. So give me a second here. Let me hop up on top of here. I'm sorry, guys, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but basically supporting players as much as I can. There we go. I'm going to give you, oops, I'm not going to give you a full stack. I'm going to give you a half of these. Now go make yourself an axe, dude. You already know how to play. Why am I telling you this? So, yeah, you can build and make yourself a stone axe and make it a lot faster for yourself. Or you can fist it all the way through. That's up to you. Now, the thing is, it's been a lot of people through to second place, and I mean, there's been a lot of people, but it's only a certain amount of people that actually made it over here, and that's just it. And I mean, this is how bad it is. Out of 60 people that played on this server, there's only 6 made it. So, it's what people do, how you act. And that's exactly what it is. So, yeah. I've got to get the Sonic one eventually. That reminds me of when I was a kid. Yeah. All right. Well, at least we're good to go with you. Now, the only thing is, you can go anywhere, but just don't stay here, please. Because when you go anywhere, you hit other players' bases and stuff, but just don't wreck anything or anything like that. It's just like here. A lot of people start building. Most of the buildings that were built by me, they look crap. I know, but they were only supposed to be used for storage. And what happened is it didn't work out right. That is not a problem, my friend there, Siren. You take as long as you want. Like, I mean, to that point. Yeah, I did see Melon Bridge down there, too. There's a lot of stuff down there. We got portals. We got everything set up. We got a fishing hut. But the only thing is, this place got griefed so badly. I even tell people not to stay here. Because, like, I mean, people still grief here. I don't know why. It's just, yeah. Like, I mean, when it comes to, like, building and stuff like that, like, well, see, for me, if you know how to use redstone, okay, go for the redstone. But if you don't know how to use it, if you're going to use it, a lot of it, just don't use it, because you're going to basically lag the server. So far, this is basically a no red zone or redstone zone. That means there's no redstone, absolutely no redstone used in this itself. Well, not the wiring itself. There has been a few observers and stuff used for certain points, like to make what was the automated pillager farm, but it's just it. But everything else is pretty straightforward. As I said before, like, I mean, if you're playing here for a week and you're playing on your friend's server, that still tallies to how long you've been here. So even if you're going AFK and you're like, hey, man, I'm going to go along and play with my friends, fine and dandy. That's cool. But if you don't play on it here for a week and you know head a tail of you, that means that that week don't matter nothing. Makes it a lot easier for me. It makes it a lot easier for everybody that's playing on here, too. Like, I mean, I'm not a strict person. I'm not strict unless you want me to. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'll let you play whichever way you want. As long as you don't, like I say, grief other people and basically use hacks. Because where I've been already through that. Sup, Adrian? I'm not Adrian. Yes, you could. You could do that. I'm just waiting for another player, but it's going to be about a minute before he gets here, so I'll be able to give you my gamer tag. Now, the thing is, dude, what is your gamer tag itself? I'll be able to add you, no problem. You got to remember, there's no hacks, no cheats, there's no nothing in the game itself. Just basically players helping players. Okay? Oh, same. I should have guessed. Okay. This is my class platform. This is my cross-platform, my bro. And then I've also got to play a PS4. If you're actually willing to actually hop in there as well. And this is my PlayStation 4. You'll be able to hop in here, and I'll be able to add you right quick, and I'll be able to go from there. I don't mind playing with cross-platform players. Like I said, if you're actually looking at some of my past streams, I'm Gamersmith on YouTube, basically all over the place. The thing is, I had issues on here before that I really don't want to be dealing with anymore. No, I'm not. Adrian. And usually, if I get a full server, that usually sometimes causes me an issues too, because people try to hide what they're doing. So I know everything what to expect. I'm not new to this. Okay, let me see. Okay. I got you. All right, you'll be able to actually click in and be able to join on. Now, Luigi, basically, if you're still on the stream, dude, you'll be able to go along and do it that way. I got to get more supplies. I got to get more sticks, not sticks, there. I got to get more logs and stuff like that for my PC so I can meet you all on the other side. Now, like I said, as I said before, this channel is monitored. It's monitored by a high end. And you got to watch it for that, because it's a strike on your own channel as well, because they look at your player ID. Okay, I'm there. I'm going to grab you some more trees. And that's actually not making you nervous or anything like that. It's just telling you, hey, it's just crazy. I don't want to see, like I said, these guys here. Like, I don't want to see admins here. I don't want to have them coming out. Okay, I'm doing good here. Yeah, anyone is allowed to join here. It is an open SMP for all public. Like I said, just follow some simple rules. That's all. I'm not strict. I'm not a strict host. I like to be able to see people get ahead. Now I got to get some more cobblestone. So I got to go down to the mine shaft. I'm sorry for my main character not moving right now, because I'm on my PC helping these guys out as much as I can, dude. And basically send them on their way, and they can build. Once they're set up in this world, you come back into this world. As long as you abide by the rules that's here, you'll be able to come back anytime. This world is pretty much almost up to 16, 18 hours a day at times. And this is what I do. I'm there to basically have something that's a little bit more fun, a little bit more structuralized, and everybody else helping each other out. And that's exactly what I look for. Now, I got to go over here to the mine shaft. I don't think it's just a great big huge mess up and down here. I know I can use deep slate cobblestone just to get more pickaxes, but let me see. I shouldn't need to go down that low. No, it's still pretty clean down here. But as like I said, I tell people not to stay here because, like I said, there's so many people griefing and stuff like that. Like I said, we had problems with the hackers and stuff like that. It's just, no. And like I said, people say, no, this is not what happened. This is not, I made videos of every single thing that happened here. And it's annoying for it to happen. In one way, I'm glad it happened to me, but another way, I wish it didn't. Now, I've got to find some cobblestone. Well, it's not that. You got people that don't know how to play the game, or people are just too lazy. And what happens is those lazy people actually ruins it for everybody else. I'm not putting a person down. Don't get me wrong in that, but you got people, hey man, I'm going to come in to do whatever. And I'm like, okay, this one person came in, how can I say this? came in and started messing about. All he did was just basically running into everybody else's boxes and everything else. And that's what they were doing for the whole entire duration. They never did nothing in the game. And basically what they said to me, oh, this is an SMP. I can do whatever I want. I said, really? Okay, let me rephrase that. So, yeah, like, I mean, I'm not strict, but I have guidelines that I follow myself. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun if you actually do it without being restricting that much. But it's what it is. Like, I mean, if you destroy a player's base, the person comes back and says, oh, what the heck happened? My shit is destroyed. Well, it's not, like, I mean, if you're that far away, you should never have no problems. And plus, if you're basically doing what you're supposed to do, you should not need to grieve someone else's world. Or grieve someone else. We'll say someone else's world, because that's pretty much what you're doing. Because you're taking their base and destroying it. We had a player base at the very beginning. It's nothing left of it. I let it go. Because I said, screw this. It's not working. Second base I was at, which basically I get people to go to now, it's only to pick up supplies. And I'll tell them to leave Dodge. I do not care about the file size I've got. I don't care about how much world's explored. I do not care if you find an ancient city. If you find one, be my guest. Just enjoy it, that's all. You know, and that's exactly what happened. Ooh, you found some lapis. Nice. As I said, I'll give you some supplies to start off with. Eventually, if when it comes to locations and stuff like that, I'll be able to get to you. I'll be able to come and help you out. Like, I mean, if even if I get you to come back to the second base when I get there, because remember, when you're actually setting up a base, you're out there, okay? You're out there in the field, and you're doing your own thing. That's what Minecraft is. If you're playing a single player, I play this like a single player because I'm used to single player, but I'm also there to help out and support if needed. So I'm not going to go basically hold your hand and say, oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. But I'll go along and say, hey, this is one way of doing something. This is how to be successful with it. And then you can add to that. You can add to your knowledge that you already know. And basically be able to advance yourself even further. And that's exactly the way I look for. I've been looking for a good, because we got a team right now of 6 people on here. 6 people that plays in my zone, on my end. And the reason why people just can't just hop into the zone, because of the fact that there's griefers, there's idiots, whatever. I do not care if you die 150 times. I don't care. You'll learn how to survive in hard mode and everything else, and you learn how to do a lot of other stuff. And that's the whole entire point of it. But hey, what's up, man? Okay, what I'm going to do is, Thunder, you finally made it here. All right. Let me get you some supplies here, dude. Let me get you some pickaxes, some cobblestones for your axes. It's only basic supplies, but it will get you, instead of having to dig through the dirt, and it'll save you a little bit of time. There we go. We've also got another player showing up soon, so we'll basically, I'll split up that to half with you, so we'll be able to keep going. So we got that? We got that. All right. Now, what you do is just basically pick any spot in the world and go crazy. Basically, if you need anything, you can go along and talk to my main character, which is Techno. Basically, and he'd be able to, is Gamersmith, but my Techno is basically my PS4 name. But talk to Gamersmith itself, and he'll be able to help you out. This is my alt, by the way. Basically, a lot of people say, oh, I didn't meet you before. Well, you'll meet me at both places. I do not like building here. I do not like doing anything. As you see, everything is stone and built up just because it was being griefed so much. Like, I mean, I watch... no, I don't have the Xbox app, but you can download the PSN app. Yeah, you can download the PSN app, Dad. And I've got it on my phone, too. I got it on the PSN app. I've got it on my, the console don't need it. I got it on my phone. I've also got it on think of it this way. Look, I've been playing this game for 9.5 years, almost close to 10. And actually, all you need is a Microsoft. Actually, no, it won't work. Crap. Okay, no, I don't have the other apps. No, I'd love to be able to chat to you guys too, because it's only me online right now and talking away. But regardless of that, like I said, if you got the PSN app, you can actually join. You'll basically. Yeah, okay. You're getting a lot of food. You don't need a lot of food. You got seeds and stuff here. You got melons. We got a melon bridge. We've got everything that you're going to ever need. So, yeah, okay. So, gamer, you basically ready to game? Yay. So, what you want to do is basically take at least some seeds and some stuff from here. Well, if I'm streaming, no. Like, I mean, my stream is PG. Very, very rarely I'll actually get, like I said, unless I get cheesed off myself, but I keep it very minimum. I mean, very minimum. I don't like using any type of profanity. I don't like using anything at all. That's just me. Because there's also respect to the gamer, there's also respect to the person that's watching as well. So that's pretty much it. So, gamer, yeah. Basically grab your stuff, and you'll be able to go along. Now, seeds right here. See? There's carrots and stuff like that. You can fill your inventory with them. There's no beetroot, because that got destroyed. You could trade for beetroot though, but it's not much point of actually doing that. So, what you do is just come to the wool here, and you'll see a path, right smack in the middle, and you'll be able to grab all this stuff. Because it stops people from stomping on the ground, to make in dead zones. So you'll be able to come in straight through there. So take what you need, and basically be able to do it that way. But do not stay at this base, because I will tell you, it's not that I don't trust people. That's not the problem. It's that I don't mind playing with people later, and I don't mind helping our people out. You just let me know what you need, and I will come to your location. And that's not a problem. Now, will I stay at your base, or will I grief your base? No. I got no time for that. I got my own base. If I got to travel like 5 days away, I'll do that. That's 5 Minecraft days, which is each day is about 10 minutes. That is including night and all combined. So you're looking at 25 minutes. So you're looking at almost 45 minutes just to get to some of the bases, which is not a problem for me. And I don't mind helping other people set up. Like, I mean, this is a very basic setup. Just remember to replant when you actually take. So it's for other players as well. It's crazy. Like, I mean, I try to play fair. I try to play as best way as I can. And I don't mind teaching people. Like I said, if you're watching my stream, you'll see the base we got set up. It's pretty crazy. Like, emeralds, basically not a problem. And, like, I mean, even the people that's coming into the game right now, I mean people in the game, after everybody's working together and can play together. I don't care if you're basically across the ocean. I don't care where you're from. If you can play together, go do so. If you can help each other. It's basically what it is. It's more of a team effort because there's a lot less weight on your shoulders. But if you want to do your own thing, go crazy. Seriously. Right. So, anyway, what I'm going to do here is grab some wheat, and I'm going to try to keep on breeding those cows. Because we need more cows. We need more beef. You know, we don't have much of that. I'm not too much worried about the leather itself, because leather is everywhere, pretty much. Well, you do admire. You could do that. That's up to you. Like, I mean, that's your own prerogative if you like doing that. Now I'm going to go along and switch my seeds to my wheat. Like, I mean, as I said before, I'm sorry that I'm not actually moving that much with my main account because, like I said, I'm trying to help these guys out. Players are more important to me than my stream, put it that way. But it works hand in hand together, you know. Like with everything set up and everything else. So yeah. Okay, we got a bunch of Bessies growing there now. We'd be doing great with them. Now I've got to turn that off. Turn off my wheat thing. Like I said, if you see like I mean, so many people are after dying in this world. If you see floating gear, that's your gain, their loss. Because I don't know who owns it. I'm not going through 60 players and going along and saying, hey man, you lost this like 2 months ago. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Yeah, is the brewing stand in there? That don't mean nothing. I mean, I can send you. Okay, what? I'm there. I'm right next to you. Yes. What? It's a brewing stand. No, it's a brewing stand. What happened is what happened. Well, I told one person to take the enchantment table. Do you see me enchantment? Right. No, actually, Luigi's. That's a mistake in that. It stops despawning after you leave the zone. It's if I'm 1,000 blocks away, I can go back and pick my gear up after about even 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Right. You'll probably find gear out there, dude. No, it's floating because it used to be something under it. You don't need sleep. This is peaceful, dude. You can grab a bed though. You can grab one of those beds. That's not a problem. You don't need to sleep, dude. Okay, he's not listening again. This is peaceful, dude. Seriously. Yeah, just snag a bed because I can always replace them. I know there's not many sheep there, but I can actually get another one in one wool if I really need it. I try to keep it down to a crawl. Now, this place is junk compared to what we are using. This is like nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. I don't care about the place, but I do because it gives a person the start off point. I do have a mind. There is a mine shaft over yonder. Just come. Like, I mean, I really do not want you to use this base. Seriously. It's been grief that much, and there's been other problems here. It's problems I cannot take control of because I'm in absolutely a different part of the world. But I can show you the mine that I use. It goes down to 8, and it doesn't go below that. It used to go below that, but still someone's starting messing around. It used to go down to minus 35, which would basically get you diamonds. But I'll show you the mine shaft that we do have started. But like I said, I would not want to use this place at all. It's trash. It's been trashed so many times. I tell people, if you're going to stay here and not listen and something happens to your stuff, that's on you. That's absolutely on you. I'd rather not to see you lose work. That's just it. And if you wonder what I'm doing right now, it seems like I'm talking out of character. I'm actually on PC right now, helping other people out. Now, this is the mine shaft down here. And this goes right down to 8. So it'll give you a chance of getting this. Mine shaft was not really mined out. It was only a little bit of taken out, and then it was stopped. All because of the fact that I left. I said, screw this, I'm out of Dodge. And because there was that many problems. People basically planting cobblestone everywhere and everything else. I had to basically babysit people. I don't babysit people. No. Okay. This is level 8 when you come down here. Now, this hole right here in the ground goes down to 35. So there's two different walkways. So once you get some iron, you can come down to 35 and go crazy. If you want to use this base, you can. But it's nothing. There's nothing special here, dude. Seriously. Everything that was valuable is gone. So you can look at through all the chests you want. You think you're going to get that? No. You're not going to get none. Nothing more than what you already have on you. Unless you work for it. But now I can get to the base here and work on that. Now, the best way to do that is to shovel. But if you want to use this and take your own risk, go ahead. You can move off. I don't care what you do. Like, I mean, this server is basically almost pretty much, for me, is self-sufficient. For you, it can be self-sufficient if you want to learn. But, you know, it's what it is. Now, I don't help anybody at the basically the player base. I don't even help player base anymore because I'm sick of repairing the windows. I'm sick of doing all that stuff. And like, no, I've absolutely got no time for it. And I'm sick of trying to actually repair stuff that other people are doing. And like I said, it just annoys me that I've got to basically babysit people. I shouldn't have to, but it's what it is. Well, we've got one more. I think one more person is supposed to come over. I'm not sure. Adrian, how close are you to LZ, dude? Because once you're at LZ, I'm logging out of here. Because this is a player zone, but I really don't care about I just basically just got it there, just for having it here. At least it's something to start off with if you ever decide to stay here. But, I mean, people have to get in the stuff despawned, people griefing other people. Like, I mean, if you read the very beginning of the desert, if you went in the right direction, you'll read signs. Hey, man, thanks for griefing me. I'm going to have a cup of tea now. And they'll grief each other back and forth. It's like basically a bunch of kids in a freaking sandbox. All they do is just argue, bicker, and everything else, and show no respect. Absolutely none. But it's what it is. Now, when you actually get here, let me know, and I'll be able to actually help you out with some supplies at the very beginning. Now, when you actually come into the player base, do not use a building. Build your own. And basically learn how to do things and everything else. There's stone at the doorways for a reason. There's absolutely nothing important in there. It's just buildings. Like, I mean, there's boxes with probably spider eyes and stuff like that, but that's not even important. Not when you're first coming into the world anyway. The time you need those with the brewing stands and stuff like that, you already been beyond that. That means you can actually handle yourself. So it's just like everything there is just absolutely pointless. Just let me know when you're there. Like I said, I'll be able to go from there. Like I said, if you want to, you can play together. Just basically don't wreck house. And if you decide to basically move off from the platform, you can do so. Like I said, I gave people pickaxes before at the beginning. I gave them supplies. What to do It's going absolutely the opposite of what I was mentioning. He started breaking windows and everything with the stuff I was giving them. And then I got to come back and doctor everything all up again. But like I said, I could let this place burn to the ground. But then there's nothing for you guys to shut off with. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Like I said, if you can play together, it'd be great. The brewing stand, it'll save you on a blaze rod, I guess. But that's not going to give you much of anything. Plus, you got no gear, you've got nothing, so to actually get that. And even if you could travel to the Nether and all put on a herd, you're not going to survive. Just one, the piglins pretty much can one-top you. So, yeah. I put it on a herd because I get the most resources a lot faster. So I don't add. That's nothing, dude. They'll eat for that. Iron armor since the netherite came out, they made iron armor and the beginning of diamond armor kind of absolutely useless. You need almost netherite now to survive, which is kind of sad. But it's what it is. Now, Adrian, how close are you to LZ, dude? So I think you're close. I'm not sure. Normal don't give you the drops, dude. And normal is not going to make no difference. You got to remember, this is like Java version. What they did was combine the two versions together now. So whatever was in Java and how hard Java is, well, basically it's throwing everything right at you in Bedrock. So the two versions are almost, there's no difference between them anymore. Yeah, just let me know, because I want to get back to my stream and get back to my people. Because I want to be able to get to you guys as well, to be able to keep going. But like I said, if you want to take the brewing stand, if it's going to help you, but I very doubt it. I don't even use brewing stands at all. I've got them for villagers for my markets. It's just your netherite. If you build your character right and don't understand how enchantments work, brewing stands are absolutely obsolete. Only for certain, like if you want to make invisibility potions. There we go. I'll say that right in a minute. But that's the only thing. That's the only benefit to it. Like everything else in the game is absolutely. Well, you could take a screenshot. Take a screenshot with me. You could. Okay. Yeah, now, the thing is, if I was going to set up the player base right, and if I spend as much time as I did in the other zone, I would basically be able to do 10 times better. And players would be able to do 10 times better. But the only problem is, I do not want to be spending no time whatsoever into something that's going to be griefed. Because that is just a total waste of my time. Like, I mean, I could send you screenshots of how we get stuff sent up. Okay, you're in the jungle. You're getting close, dude. I know right where you're to. Like, I mean, if you're on PlayStation and stuff, I can send you screenshots. But, Luigi, what I'm going to do with you in a minute, once the other guy shows up here, I'll be able to... yeah, okay. Sweet. Yeah, you got the damaged iron armor. Gotcha. Sweet. All right, you got to start on it. But remember, iron is absolutely useless now. Like, I mean, I ran around in herd mode for 3.5 days, mining and stuff like that with a shield and a wooden, not a wooden sword, but a stone sword. So I was basically doing all my stuff from there. Yeah, like I said, you never have leftover iron. You got to remember, you got hoppers, you got everything the build did. Learn how to basically utilize everything that you collect. If you're playing together, that's great. Remember, if you're playing, you work together, you build. If you're working against each other, you're basically beating yourself to death. It's how it works. That's what an SMP is. That's why it's called basically basically server multiplayer. Basically, you be able to go along and help each other out. What's the coordinates again? Give me a second here. I'll be able to give you them right quick. Okay, Luigi, thank you very much, my friend. Actually, since I'm on console, I'm going to send you a screenshot of my setup. I'm going to send you a bunch of them there, Luigi, so you can help the guys out. You will understand how I got everything set up over here. Now, I've got to find you, actually. Luigi, you're on PlayStation 4. You can always join my party. I'll be able to help you out from there. And if you don't, if you're not on PlayStation 4, you can also come in to... Okay. Just download the PlayStation app. You'll be able to join me on PlayStation. I'll be able to talk to you and stuff like that, and I'll be able to help you. Then you can help these two guys out, because it seems like this might be a good team for you to work with. I don't know. They might be there to backstab you. They may like, hey, man, I want this. And I've seen that many times, too. I'm so used to playing it on here. It's not even funny. Nothing surprises me anymore. Okay. Anyone here got a PSN account? Because I'll be able to send them information. Because you need a PSN app to do it. I'll be able to send all the screenshots and stuff like that. Or if you're actually watching my stream, I'll give you a little bit of a tour of basically our facilities, so you'll be able to know exactly how to set it up. I'll explain what we did, so you'll be able to set it up anywhere on the map, or even in your own SMP, if you ever decide to do so. Now, this is the smaller version of what mine is, and there's even a bigger version of what mine is. Mine is just looks a little bit more decorated, and we have everything else. Okay, you're here. Okay, where are you to, my friend? Let me get on my PC here, and I'll be able to check on where your location. Okay, I'm there. Well, I'll meet you at I guess I'll meet at the campfires. That's smoking for some odd reason. Yeah. It's there. All right. I'm there right in the front of them right now. And you see a great big fire, I guess. And let me see. Let me see where are you? I don't see you anywhere. I really don't see you anywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they actually made obsolete in this game. Kind of sad. See, I think I just seen a namer tag. Where the heck is your gamer tag? I can't see you, dude. Adrian, where did you go to? You say you are here, but here is very very everywhere. Because I was going to give you some supplies and stuff to start you. Oh. Sweet. All right, you're here. Okay, you got some sugar cane. You're all sweetened up, you know? That's awesome, dude. I'm going to give you some pickaxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, And that should give you something to start you off. And since I don't have any axes, I'm going to give you this. Yeah, it's not bad. No. I was looking at Adrian. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is get more supplies, and I'm going to log out here. But remember, do not stay at player base because I do not want you to lose your stuff. Even if you decide to grief this place, you're not hurting nobody. That's the thing. You got to remember. The only thing is, if I put it on hard mode and you're out in the elements, you will die. Hard mode in Minecraft is not like the old hard mode when they used to have it. It's a heck of a lot harder. And that's what you got to be ready for in that direction. Now, I'm going to go up to the mine. You can follow me there. I'm not Adrian. Just follow me on my top of this hill up here. Holy cow, what? I think he's just found a bunch of cows. Yeah. Okay. Just follow me and I'll show you the mine shaft if you want to use it. But as I told you before, yeah, to get some wood. But what I was going to say to you was, I'm not Adrian. We do have a full, I'll show you. Just come with me for a second. Just come with me for a second. You want to get wood? You want to get wood? All right. I'll show you where you can actually... No, I just lost you again. Follow me for a second, please. There, Adrian? All right. I know my stream has a 7-second delay. I can't help that. It's just Twitch. Anyway, over here, you can actually get some wood and stuff like that. There's a wood farm here. And you can chop down as many trees as you want. And go crazy. Just make sure you replant when you actually chop something down. See, right behind you. Very thick. There you go. Yeah, lots of trees. Easy. All right. Now, I'm going to show you where the mine is. So you better get some more iron and stuff like that. There's nothing set up here. There's nothing really that much useful here. A little bit of seeds, a little bit of leather if you want to grab it. There's not much else. Because we did have sheep and stuff here. People kept on killing them and stuff like that, not realizing, okay, you use shears and you don't kill sheep. Basically, your sheep is your main source of comfort. Basically, your main source of beds. Now, I do have an extra bed, but what I'm going to do for you there, Adrian, I'm going to give you these 2 wool. There you go, sir. And you only need a 3rd piece of wool, and you should be able to find it right in front of us. Ooh. You better grab it, get yourself a bed. All right. There we go. There we go, and there you go. Perfect. All right. Well, basically, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to grab this sheep. I don't breed sheep anymore on here either. We've got our own sheep farms and stuff. Boop. Yep. Get over. Now, the mine shaft is all the way over here. Now, what I was going to suggest to you, if you want to go join the other crew, you can go and do so. Or you can go on your own and do whatever. Like, I mean, the bigger the crew, I find there's a lot more issues. Sometimes 2 people plays better than playing alone. And so on and so forth. It makes the game a little bit less boring, of course. But, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, this is our mine shaft. This goes down to level 8 at the beginning. We go straight down. Ooh, the 2 other guys are coming up. And you'll be able to go straight down here. Now, there is the iron is down here at the very beginning. Now, if you want to go down, if you got iron already, if you got like enough for a pickaxe, you can go down straight down to get some diamonds. And I'll show you what the diamonds are too. Like, a lot of the work is already done. Adrian? Oh, I know. He just got lost for a minute. I'll wait for him. And do not run jump, please, because you will kill yourself. Well, not so much on peaceful. No. Why in the heck are you using water? Would you be able to get rid of this water, please? That's why I said, do not be messing with things. Okay, I'm just waiting for him to come on down. Still waiting. Thunder is coming down. Luigi's coming down. And the other guy's still stuck on the top. All right, Adrian. Well, just a mine shaft if you want to come down. You can share off resources. Do whatever you're going to be doing. Now, if you want to start your own stuff, you can actually do that. You don't have to stay around it at all. You choose what you want to do. Think about running your own SMP, but as yourself. If you want to team up with somebody, go ahead. If you want to play alone, go crazy. Anyway, I'm just basically logging out here. Yeah, you basically Sonic. Yeah, Golden Sonic. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you two guys. Like I said, if you grief the place, I can easily replay it in about 2 seconds. If you don't, if you want to basically stay here, you can do so at your own risk. Yeah, I know. I used to play that when I was younger. What was it? Basically Sega Genesis, 1993. Sweet days. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to that. I'm going to go back to my stream, and I'll catch you guys laters. That means basically right now I'm leaving your side in your own hands. That has nothing, absolutely nothing else to do with me. You're doing what you're doing. So if you want to destroy your spot, you can destroy the spot. You can beautificate it. You can do all that stuff. I'm going to see if I can send one of you guys some information. Or if you're still on my stream, I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. So you'll be able to know exactly what I'm getting at. And if you like the way I do my SMPs, you basically can always hit that follow button as well. You're more than welcome to join as long as you really don't start screwing too much stuff up, because it takes me that much more time to repair the stuff. I hate repairing things. But anyway, regardless, this is basically the second biggest setup here. You'll see I've got an iron golem right now. I've got my farms. What you want to do first is start a farm with basically the compost heaps. What I'll do is just turn these guys into farmers, and you'll get basically, if you get enough farmers itself, you get enough potatoes and stuff like that, you'll never go hungry by setting it up, because right now I can run through these fields. I don't have to do anything. It's just automatically done for me. So like I said, it's just one of those ways to save on time. Well, so like I said, if you see how I got everything set up here, each person has its own thing itself. I got multiple different libraries and librarians. You basically multiple different things that I can actually do. So yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna go along and just kill this golem. Like I said, it's a lot easier to work together as a team. But if you want to go alone, like I said, this server is basically made, as long as you don't mess up things and stuff like that, you want to do whatever. Like I said, that means it lasts a bit longer, is what it is. Okay, 64 and 5. Okay, what I'm going to do... Okay, cool. Good teamwork, guys, and good way of seeing going from hand to hand. Like I said, it sounds great. Now I'm going to do is, for me over on this side. So what I'm going to do is, if you guys, I'm going to see how well you can, I'm not going to put it on a difficulty right now, because I'm going to hold off for now, because it's just what it is. Because of the fact, I want you to get a base started. I want you to get gear started and stuff like that. You already got your pickaxes and stuff to start. And you got everything else. It's not starting like from nothing. Well, you kind of am starting off from nothing, but you're not. And you got a bit of at least ahead. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start looking for more golems and stuff like that. And on my end. Now, I'm going to start coming towards you guys. And I'll be able to get you within a few days. There's not a reason why I'm not going to go along and do it that way. So I'm going to go along and take a screenshot of where I'm to. Even though I've got that. You don't need to create a secret base. This is a pretty secure SMP, but if you've got people coming back and forward, it's kind of iffy what to be expecting, But you can do whatever you want. This is what this is. You got stuff started for you. All you got to do is finish it. And it's not hard to do. Now, what I'm going to do is, because what I'm trying to do here, I'll explain that for me to get my trophies and stuff like that, redstone is not allowed unless you're really good with it. And I mean not to waste it. I mean putting like 50 pieces in one zone just to cause a lag spike. And some people do that. If I got to go back and backtrack and I'm getting lag spikes all over the place, right now it's this server's not actually laggy. Thank God for that. Even for all the stuff we got built up. Anyway, regardless of that, we're basically trying to go for, I'm going to see if I can get to the guys, which I can. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this. So I'm going to go along and Shipplay and click and boom. There we go. And I'm going to take a screenshot. And now I'm going to go way over on the other side and drop these poppies off. I don't need those. And I'm going to go to my ender chest. And I'm going to grab a stack of diamonds. But I'm going to get to them if they're still at the second base. If all 3 minutes second base, they're going to get a little surprise from me. But then I'm not going to say what the surprise is. As of yet. Going straight. Yeah, it's too bad I don't have more than one voice on here. That does help a little bit, but sometimes it can be congested sometimes. And people talking over other people, that can also be another factor. But now I'm going to go along and grab some diamonds. Because I don't need diamonds anymore. I'm finished with that. But I'm going to do my enchantment first so I can get rid of some levels. Just in case I do die itself. Bruto, what's up, man? How are you doing today, my friend? Like I said, welcome to the SMP. That doesn't suck. Well, basically what I'm saying is it's SMP that you can learn a lot and work together with people. And working together is basically helps other people develop their skills a lot more in Minecraft, and basically be able to continue on doing so. Now everybody plays a little differently, but as I said before, if you looked at this video itself at the very beginning, you will understand that we just don't play around. We just go along, do what we need to do, and that's just it. We get things done. I've been playing this game for basically 9.5 years, and I'm a very avid player myself. I don't mind basically showing people what to do, and I don't tell people what to do, but I'll show people what to do. I've got myself a small log cabin because I do not live with my villagers. I will never live with my villagers, My villagers are, I'll show you exactly what my setup is. I could trade for every single thing in every single book in the game, pretty much, except a new one, which it's not available by traders yet. But I'll see exactly what my setup is. This is one of them. We've got 3 of these set up across platform. We've got jobs given to each person, their own living quarters, and so on and so forth. We got food. All I got to do is just run over and grab potatoes. I don't have to do anything anymore. It's all animated pretty much with its own thing. So this is pretty much what we try to teach people what to do inside the game. It's a lot of information, but once you get it down, it's very, very easy to do. Like I'm going back and setting up to help the other guys. We've got we've got 4 players right now. I love the possible 8. There is no cheats. There's no hacks. There's no nothing like that. We're basically straight up playing and basically building on that. So that's exactly what we're doing right now currently. So to set up a base to what we do, we are basically, this server is about 2 months old. We never fought the Ender Dragon or anything like that yet because, one, we're just waiting for everybody to be geared, even though you can fight it with the iron armor, but, you know, everybody knows that. But the thing is, we're waiting to do the weather right after that, and then we're going to basically do the Warden, which basically is one of the toughest bosses, if not the toughest boss in the game. And that's exactly what we're thinking of doing. We do have a crew that works together quite well here. And that's exactly what we're doing right now currently, is working on that crew and to make the numbers a little bit more so we can actually pinch it a little bit more and make it a lot more fun of a game. Of course, like I said, if you're caught cheating or anything like that, like I said, it's not just me have to worry about. It's basically, this game is very monitored by, like I said, the devs and stuff. People don't believe it until they actually look at my YouTube channel. I'm Gamersmith on here. Just look for the Blue Wolf on there, and you'll see basically over 100 videos. A couple of those videos are basically of the devs and stuff that came in here, or the admins. And those people came into the world. People are like, no, you're lying to me. You're doing that. But, like I said, proof is in the pudding. And that's pretty much the way it works. Now I'm going to grab these. I'm going to go over and help those guys out as much as I can. So I'm going to travel across the map. And it's going to take me a minute. Because usually it takes me 5.5 days to travel, even by boat. But this is under peaceful right now. So I'm going to go back. And I know right where their base is too. So as long as they're staying there for now, I'll be able to do that and be able to get to them. So I'll be able to send them some supplies, and this is what I do. I love doing this. I've been playing Minecraft for a long time, and I don't mind teaching people as well. So the thing is, me to travel and getting people to join the server so they can actually learn, I love doing that. I love teaching people. Now, the only thing is, when I give something to someone and whatnot, it's more to do with the helping the other person out, not just give them items to basically say, hey, here's a shortcut. No. I'll give them, teach them how to enchant stuff, basically be able to build up their skills in there. Now, some of the skills is not that hard to learn, but for some people, they don't grasp it right away or they don't get it, and that's the thing. And this is exactly what I do. I've tried to make it as painstakingly easy as possible, and I like to be able to see people advance as much as they can. So when you do their own SMPs and stuff like that, they be able to go along and be able to advance their skills even further. So that's pretty much how it works. Anyway, what I'm going to do right now is just basically almost clue it up for now for the stream. But this is another player's base. I don't touch that stuff. But yeah, it's more to do with the overall aspect of getting supplies to the other players. But anyway, I'm going to clue it up here, guys. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. I'm trying to get about 3 hours every day now until I go back to work again. like I said, I'm finally got a little bit of time today to get freaking hop on here, and it's just like, yeah, it's what it is. Well, like I said, thanks for basically following, guys. Like I said, if you like the stream, like the way I run an SMP, like I said, there's no strict rules here. Just don't basically mess with stuff, because we do have a lot of work done on the world. Now, I do respect you as a gamer, and if you want to learn how to do some stuff, I'm more than willing to help out. If you already know this stuff and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to join as well. You don't have to be an expert builder. You don't have to be anything like that. Just show me exactly what you can actually do yourself, and I'll be able to help you to points that you don't know how to do. And I'll be able to help you with as much as possible. Anyway, this is the Gamer Smith right now, basically signing out. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next one, and basically stay safe and keep healthy, and hopefully you'll be able to see you again. Thanks, guys. Peace out.